like I had that Bob James record, bro, and like I said, at that time I'm still, figuring out the chop, and that's just how I heard it, and I just figured out how to put that and put it together seamlessly. Like that was main my main thing was just learning how to not let you know what the chops are. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Even if I got 5 or 6 different chops, you not knowing when one is cutting off and the other one's cutting on. So, like I said, when I heard that sample, it was just I was just drawn to it immediately. And like I said, I was on my Q-tip thing. That's why I got the drums smacking like that. You know what I mean? The way it's moving and all that. Like that was my thing. So that's pretty much what that is in a nutshell. My rendition of Q-tip with Mr. Cheeks.
And I respect the fact that, you admit that, okay, in the beginning, I was doing Q-tip, right? Because some people like to shy away that, okay, this is what I'm doing, I'm mimicking this. But of course, over time, you've developed your own sound, and that's the important thing. When you start, you end for like most people, when you start doing something that you love, you start imitating things that you're familiar with, and then you develop your own thing. So that's very important.
Right.
Yeah. So
I mean, but the issue is the culture is just allowing people to pick styles to do and claim as their own. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's killing the culture. It's like you may love T minus beats, but that don't mean you have the right to sound like T minus. That's T minus. You can learn a lot from T minus just by listening, and you're not necessarily having to mimic all his signature things in your music. But it's just so much stuff you can learn just by listening to his music. So that's the problem now. Even with artists and music, it's like people always feel like they have to be like something from the past and use that same thing for now. And it's like nobody's really giving their own ears a chance to shine and really just go out on a whim and on faith, just based on what you think sounds good. You know what I'm saying? That's a big deal. Like you got to trust yourself to say, if I think it's hot, it's hot. You know what I
mm,
mean? And that's the only way you're gonna embark on anything signature is to have that type of attitude. Like this shit sound good to me. I don't care if you never heard it, you don't get it. I get it, and I'm sticking with this. That's the type of commitment you got to have to it.
no, I hear what you're
Thanks for
saying.
the advice. That's good advice. Thank you.
No, no, for sure, man, for sure. And okay, let's talk about the cannabis verse, man, because that fam. I when I heard this song, I thought it was a cannabis song because he how many I don't know how many bars it was. It was it 90
50.
bars or
No, no,
50?
that was the first 50.
How did that come about? Like like how did that happen?
He was starting to catch fire like on the mixtape side. Forgot he had done something on the mixtape, so they just wanted to make sure that they did a record together and put them and Redman together. I would have never thought that, but it came true and it came out dope. So Cannabis just wanted to bring it home, and that was the first time we heard somebody do 50 bars straight.
Yeah, that was crazy. You just kept going and going and going. Now compare now because you had like I think you had like five placements on this album or four. Can't remember.
Yeah,
I think
I
it was
did the
five. Yeah,
intro. It was
yeah.
I done like an interlude. So yeah.
So compare the impact on your life in all types of ways you can think of in comparison to the Blackstreet record. How what was the difference there now?
Um, that was a good accomplishment for me, but um, and it helped really jumpstart my career for real. Like you know what I'm saying, just coming from the Blackstreet thing, like that's R&B. So this
Mm,
pretty much put me in the rap world now. You know what I mean? As a
mm.
producer. So that's what that was.
All right, so this is not a sample bag. This is what you'd call an interpolation. I'm gonna assume people know what that word means. So I ain't gonna break it down. All right. So what song from our special guest catalog interpolated this? All right. Check this out.